pleased to present for your consideration.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Jabberbox Podcast, Episode 8. I am one of your hosts, Andy Bond, and with me, as always, is the icy blues of the desert, Dan Singleton. How you doing?
What's cracking?
All right. If you're joining in for the very first time, then you should know that this show is about the two of us as we ramble on through pop culture topics such as, but not limited to, games, movies, shows, cookies, and whatever else we want to jabber about. Some housekeeping before the show. You can get the show over on youtube.com/dandydigital or over on Spotify and iTunes by searching Jabberbox and hitting that subscribe button. If you like what you hear and want to be part of the show, then head on over to patreon.com/dandydigital where you can write to us. Now we'll go ahead and get in with the show. Now, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Fucking cookies. Not just cookies.
Cookies.
Crumbl Cookies.
Crumbl Cookies.
And I just want to say, holy shit. So I put on the docket here Crumbl Cookies because I've been doing a little thing on my own. And then you were just made aware of Crumbl Cookies as well.
Yeah, within the past 10 days.
Yeah. I want to say it's just over that for myself. I think this is like
it's definitely a new thing for me. I had no idea that this place existed or that there's many of them. It's not just like one place. It's a chain, apparently. But with it's been growing pretty rapidly, apparently. And I can see why. Although they're a little pricey for cookies.
They are.
The profit margin must be pretty handsome for that kind of a business model. But good for them. They put out a pretty good product. I'm not going to complain.
Mm-hmm. So you recently just had them, correct?
Yeah, I've actually got a couple still downstairs right now.
Which kind? What do you got? Talk to me. Tell me about them.
Downstairs, there's still a little bit of the vanilla cupcake cookie, and there is still a little bit of the chocolate potato chip cookie.
We did get that one. That is one of the ones we have. So you were telling me
one of every single one that they have this week.
Fuck. Like all of them, or just like the new ones?
Oh, well, their menu changes every week.
Not all of them. Like chocolate chip cookie,
chocolate chip and sugar cookie are the only two that are always there.
Gotcha.
Everything else on their menu changes every week.
Yep. Okay. I have, it sucks is because they come out with so many that, it's like 4 to 5 cookies a week that are new. So there's good and then there's bad with that because every time I look at their website, their chocolate chip cookie looks really fucking good. But I never get it because we buy a box of their other ones.
The chocolate chip cookie is really good.
Now I have a feeling that they rotate because some people that I've talked to about Crumbl Cookie have stated that they've had X cookie before. So I'm assuming that they have like a calendar where they just kind of go into it with the holidays. Well, sure. They have their special ones. So I'm hoping that one of these times we do get doubles. So I don't have to go in there and grab the same 4 cookies. I'll just grab what I like and then toss in that chocolate chip cookie, toss in the sugar cookie, for good measure. So I can actually taste those because what I'm doing is creating a ranking list of my Crumbl Cookie tastes.
Ooh, I want to play.
Yeah. So you can start now. Right. I've started doing it. We met up with some friends. We went to the State 48, which I think I told you about a couple episodes back. So it wasn't until they brought it up where I was like, Crumbl Cookies over there. And they're like, oh my God, we love Crumbl Cookie. And they started talking about it. We went back the next day, which was a Sunday. They're closed on Sundays, at least over at the Westgate location.
All locations.
Okay. That's what I thought. But some people
Chick-fil-A it.
Yeah. Okay. So we went Sunday. They were completely closed. So we went back on Monday. We picked up our first 4 And then we started ranking it. I was like, you know what? If we're going to continue to go with it, because Mary, she's not a sweets person, but she's in it every fucking week where she's like, are we going to go get Crumbl? Because we go over there and we get Ike's. Ike's is over there. So we get Ike's for dinner, and then we'll go over across the walkway and go to Crumbl. And so we'll then grab our cookies. So, and then we split them in 4. So we have like a quarter and we can taste it. She'll taste like 1 or 2. And I'm like, nah, just load me a full fucking cookie of all 4 or 5, depending on what it is. I think last week there was 5 new flavors that we hadn't tried. So that's what kind of throws us off. And I think that's why my count goes off. So we need
to put together a spreadsheet to like track this ranking system.
We will. I mean, shit, it's on my notes. I can add you to my notes on the iPhone so you can see it. And then you can just add your name on the bottom. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So like, if you had to rank your cookies that you've picked up so far, what would you rank them?
Oh, so I can tell you what my top one is off the top of my head right now. Okay. Let me get a pen. Hold on. Because I'm going to have to write this down. Like, this is going to have to be a thing. So this week, this week was the first time I'd ever had Crumbl Cookies. And like I said, they rotate.
Did you get 4? Or did you get all of them, including the chocolate chip? I
got every flavor except the sugar cookie.
Why not the sugar cookie?
Because it's a sugar cookie.
People fuck that up still. You still have to rank it. So, I mean, next time, grab the sugar cookie.
Eventually, there will be a sugar cookie. But for me, it was the dulce de leche.
That it was a treat.
Yeah, I'm a huge caramel fan. So that was definitely at the top for me. Number 2, I think, might be their Kentucky butter cake cookie.
That one's really good, too.
Yeah. Number 3, which I was a little surprised by. I was a little bit skeptical on how good it would be. Was their mango cookie.
Mm-hmm. That
not
actually is
huge. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's not like an overwhelming mango flavor, but it's
very
damn good.
Subtle, but it's not like a hint of mango. It's mango, but it's not overpowering to your senses like a lot of things are.
Yeah, it was nice. What else was in there? This week. So then it would be probably their chocolate chip. Then I'm gonna go with their. They had a vanilla cupcake cookie as number 5 for me.
Oh, the birthday cake.
Yeah, it was like vanilla cupcake, birthday cake, whatever they called it.
I think they called it birthday cake. So it was like, okay, I knew what I was getting when I picked it up. It's like the chocolate chip. You know what you're getting, but sometimes chocolate chip in certain places are a chef's kiss.
Yes, and this is one of them. It's pretty damn good. And number 6 was their chocolate potato chip. I was a little bit disappointed in that one.
Yeah.
Personally, like it wasn't that it was bad. It's just that of those 6 cookies,
right? You have to put it in a ranking. Just because it's last doesn't mean it's the worst.
Yeah, but it was based on my expectations of just looking at it because it's a chocolate chip cookie that's been rolled in like
pretzels,
plain
and chocolate
Ruffles,
chip,
potato chips, and butter pretzels. And so you look at it and you hear those ingredients, you're like, oh my god.
I like all these things individually.
And
I'm gonna like that together. But
it was good, but it just didn't raise itself up to what I was expecting. So it was a little disappointing. So I put it for number 6.
Okay. So
but if somebody offered me one, of course I would.
Oh, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'd eat
I'm not gonna be dumb. Where's that from? Crumbl? Yeah, just fucking give it to me. Even my worst ranked cookie at this point for Crumbl, I would still fucking put it in my face. You know what I mean? So
I dig it.
We've had a couple. I think this is our 3rd week that we've done it since we found out about it. So we've gone every week since we found out, right? And I haven't tried the chocolate chip, and I haven't tried the sugar cookie because there's just, when it comes down to it, we actually don't share it with the kids, so they don't even know that we have it. So we when we're storing it, we put it in the oven so that they don't find it in the fridge. Brilliant. Because like, why would you guys go in there? You're not. So and they cook for themselves a little bit. So if I put it in the microwave, they would find it. So
It'll
we don't share
fun
with
until they turn on the oven one day thinking that they're going to make something.
Oh, they're not gonna. They never turn on the oven. As it is, one of them's barely turning on the stove to make breakfast. So I digress. So I'm the one that's going to be eating all these fucking cookies. So that's why we haven't picked up all of them. And I think it's going to be to my detriment at a certain point where I'm going to be like, okay, I have to put the Crumbl down and I have to fucking lose some of these pounds. But anyway, so my first cookie that I have on my dock is peach cobbler. Fucking great. That I haven't been so excited about a cookie since that one they showed it, man. I was like, peach cobbler is actually one of my favorite desserts, and when you're putting that on a fucking cookie on the second week, so I've already had 4 of your cookies, so I know I'm very excited. So peach cobbler comes at number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, caramel apple. That was a real fucking good cookie. Now I struggled with this one. I always doing that little thing where it's like I take a nibble, I drink some water, I take a nibble of the next one, drink some water, like try to clear the palate, but try to get the whatever. So caramel apple is and the cinnamon fry bread. That's my next one.
Cinnamon
that was a really good one.
Bread?
Yes. So caramel apple, cinnamon fry bread. That's my number 2, my number 3. Those are my Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, where I flip flop on which one's better than the other one. So that's my top 3. Then after that, in a close 4, strawberry cheesecake. Real fucking delicious. It was very flaky. I can go on about this whole thing, right? The next one is the dulce de leche. Very fucking good cookie, but you know what I mean? It's not that any of these cookies are bad. I have to rank them in order, and so that's where that one comes in.
Any of the cookies you've mentioned so far, I haven't even had, other than dulce de leche. So that's my benchmark already. So after that is the mango cookie. It's very. I like that one a lot. It's just that reminded me more of a cupcake with the frosting that they used on there. Mm-hmm. It's just very good. I could eat that weekly. And after the mango slice of mango they put on it was a nice touch.
And I was selfish about it, and I ate that before I cut it up and gave Anissa Mary didn't even try the mango on the cookie. I ate that. I was like, give me that. So
you crafty bastard.
Yeah, I was like, well, those are, man, fucking good. After that is the Kentucky butter cake. That one just seems like it's a solid. I would say the Kentucky butter cake on this list is like a chocolate chip cookie. When you eat it, it's like a butter cookie. It's a fucking staple. You know what I mean? It's like I've had butter cookies. This one's really good. I really did enjoy this one to the point where it's like when Mary was trying it, because we rotate the cookies that we have or whatever, I still took a bite of hers because I really wanted it. So really good.
I like that one. I like that one, and it stuck out to me because it was more dense than all the other cookies.
Yeah.
So the consistency of it was a nice change.
I think that's where the familiar palate came. The familiar texture, familiar taste, and whatever. It's like we've had it. It's airy, but it's solid, like what you said. You know what I mean? It's like those Christmas cookie tins, but fresh.
Yeah.
That blue one that everyone puts their fucking sewing shit in. So
if I can borrow a term from wine snobs and apply it to our cookie snobbery here,
of course.
The Kentucky butter cake has a very nice mouthfeel.
Yes, it really does. So that was next on there. Then, and I'm gonna have to fucking number these, but after the Kentucky butter cake would be the chip pretzel cookie. So it ranked a little bit lower. I'm not a fan of my salty sweet whatever, like the combination. So that's why it does go down a little bit lower. It sounds good, but then you start getting into shit like the salted caramel or the sea salt caramel shit, and I hate that.
Yeah, so, I'm not a fan of that either. Sea salt caramel, not.
Yeah.
Or sea salt chocolate. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck. That's no thanks. So, but it still ranks higher. The one after that would be the cotton candy. which I thought was really good. It was a little bit sweeter, as you would think as a cotton candy cookie, but not overly powerful. It's like, you take a bite of it, you're like, this tastes just like cotton candy, but on a cake, on a cookie. You might really like it.
Might go really well with that. Danzeisen Dairy makes cotton candy milk. And it's, by the way, it's blue milk.
It would have to be if it's cotton candy, but
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I need to have my special lactate milk because milk will fuck me up to no end. So
don't drink that then. Never mind. That doesn't exist. I never said it. Disregard. Moving on.
I think you should get it and then try the next time they do cotton candy, go grab the milk and then try it with that and then report back.
Okay.
So after the cotton candy, birthday cake. It's birthday cake. It's still really good, but if you've had one birthday cake, you've had 1,000 birthday cakes. After that, and the reason why this ranks lower is the berries and cream. That was good, but the texture of the cookie itself was a little disappointing. Because it crumbled away. It didn't have I thought the cookie itself, especially on the bottom, would have had a little more crunch to it. It just seemed like it was more doughy.
Hey Andy.
Yeah.
The place is called Crumbl Cookies.
I don't give a shit. None of the other cookies crumble away like this. This one was when you pick it up, when you pick up half-baked cookies and it just starts to give way to its own weight.
It's unpleasant.
Yeah. So it was still good, but I wish that the bottom had been a little bit more cooked so it could hold itself. That's my only complaint on it. And then after that, and this one is because I don't like it, and it's not the fault of Crumbl. I just do not like toffee. So the toffee cookie comes in last place. I'm just not a fan of it. Generally, I don't like toffee candies. I don't like toffee, whatever the fuck else on desserts. So toffee cookie, I took a bite of it to try it, and it does rank last.
Toffee is just crunchy caramel.
No, it's got something else in it. There's something else about a toffee. I don't know if it's
nuts in it, whatever. But not always.
Yeah, sometimes they put pecans in there, and I don't like pecans. That could be what also changes the flavor of everything. But toffee cookie is my least favorite one. So that is where I'm at with Crumbl Cookie, and I cannot wait for next Tuesday or Monday.
We need to find a list online of every cookie they make ever
and check mark it.
And then put it on a list and check mark it and rank it as we go. That way we know what's coming too eventually. We don't know when, but we just know it's coming.
Well, let me look this shit up right now. Crumbl Cookies list. Crumbl Cookie types. So Crumbl Cookie. So this is on their actual website. I think this is just giving me the...
Wow, they're practically a sponsor of the show right now.
I would love that, actually.
Just send us cookies.
Swag shop. Them. I'll fucking wear the swag. I'm gonna. Well, that's not what I'm looking for right now. I will go back to that. Every Crumbl cookie flavor ever on the Crumbl Cookie Reddit.
Oh, well, shit. Reddit has all the info, doesn't it?
Okay. So they have, and this is what oh man, oh my god. Already, this is in alphabetical order, so this is what got my attention right off the bat. Almond Joy is their first one of their cookies. That is going to be fucking fantastic. Chocolate cookie with, coconut. Yes. And an almond. So you have Almond Joy, Almond Sand Dollar, which could go either way for me. The Andy's Mint Cookie.
Oh, that is in your
buddy. My mouth is watering already. It's already birthday cake, which we've had.
Yep.
Birthday cake, red, white, and blue, which I'm assuming is a 4th of July thing.
We probably just missed it.
Mm-hmm. Birthday cake featuring Oreo, which will be really tasty. Because how do you go wrong with Oreo? I mean, who doesn't like Oreos? Honestly.
I had Oreo frosting on my wedding cake, and it was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then Biscoff.
Okay.
Biscoff lava.
Don't know what that is, but I would try it.
Biscoff sounds familiar. I just can't remember.
It's cookies. It's those English cookies they give out on planes sometimes.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like a Lorna Doone.
Okay. So the lava probably has like chocolate in it, and that's going to be like a warm served cookie. Then we have.
They only have they do warm served and cold served.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The mango is cold served.
Yep.
I think that's the only one I've received that's cold served. Everything else was served warm. Then we have blueberry granola, which I'm assuming might be like the berries and cream. Unfortunately, but we'll try it. Buckeye brownie. Sounds good. With Butterfinger. Candy corn's coming up, and I will try it. I like candy corn. It's very, I can't eat a lot of it. I'm like, okay, I'll have like maybe 5 and I'll be good for the season.
I loved those things when I was a kid, but not so much now. Yeah. I think I filled my quota for my life. Yeah. Between the ages of like 6 and 11.
Yeah. So I'll get it. I mean, we're going to have to get it because we have to rank it. Right.
Yeah, I guess.
But you only have to try like a quarter of it. The rest of it, you can whatever. Caramel apple, which I've had. Caramel popcorn. Caramel pumpkin. So I bet you candy corn and pumpkin. Well, so if they don't do caramel pumpkin with Halloween, they're going to do it for Thanksgiving.
Pumpkin spicy. Yeah, something pumpkin spice. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be basic cookie bitches.
Oh, man. I can't fucking wait. Then they have carrot cake, which I'm very excited about, which I think we missed. I did see carrot cake mentioned on their Instagram, so I think we just missed that one. I think that was maybe like an April or a May.
Well, it makes sense for Easter.
Mm-hmm. Then you have chilled candy cane. That's going to be a Christmas one.
That'll be December, yep.
Chilled coconut lime. That one has me very excited. That one, I'm just as excited for that one as I am the Almond Joy and the Andes Mints.
Scroll down and please tell me that they have a key lime cookie. Key lime pie. Come on.
I don't know. Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
It's down there. It's down there, buddy. Fucking key lime pie. I think that might actually be the one that could topple my number one. Peach cobbler, key lime pie. Yeah, it's the best of both worlds. Put those together. I want both those cookies together.
No, that doesn't sound like a good combination at all.
You don't fucking know.
Peach cobbler is good and key lime is good, but they are two very different tastes.
You don't know, man. That could be that could give you an orgasm right there. You don't know. Something. It's like crossing streams. You're not supposed to do it. Sometimes you can. So, okay, where was I? So after the coconut lime, which got you excited about key lime, there's the chilled cookie and cream milkshake. So cookies and cream. Ooh, another Christmas one. Chilled eggnog.
Oh my God, eggnog is the best drink ever invented.
Yes.
Fight me.
Yes.
Fight me on that.
The only way I'm going to fight you about eggnog is if there's only one fucking bottle. And I will say it has to be the Shamrock eggnog only.
Bro. Hold on. When Christmas comes, I am going to have to get you some. I was with you 100% on it has to be Shamrock. It has to be the red bottle. Get that green bottle shit out of here. Nobody wants light or fat-free fucking eggnog. No, I found one that's way better. I swear to God.
All right, we're gonna do a taste test.
I will make you a believer.
We'll see. We'll do a taste test. We'll get different kinds of eggnog, and we'll fucking rank those later. That's gonna be a Christmas edition. Where we rank the fucking eggnogs. We're also gonna do.
I know where the worst eggnog is too, so we'll include that.
Okay, that's
Costco's.
Fine. No,
Costco's is the worst.
Really?
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll try it. We'll try it because I also want to do that for hot chocolate.
But it has to be a blind taste test. We can't know which one we're trying as we try it. That's the trick.
That's fine. We could do that.
Yeah, we can organize that.
We can have that all kinds of set up. That's easy. So, and I'm gonna be, I will be very disappointed if I fucking don't choose the one that I'm championing. So we have eggnog. So we got peppermint Oreo. That's also another Christmas one. So that's 3 Christmas ones that we have already.
I'm excited.
Raspberry lemonade. I'm not excited for that because it's raspberry.
I
don't like raspberry, but I am going to try it.
I like lemon cookies, and
I do like lemon cookies.
Aren't bad. So
raspberries are gross. So after that, there's chilled Samoa cookies, which Samoas are good. They have a sugar cookie that's watermelon Sour Patch. Seems interesting. Seems
not hyped, but I will try it.
As long as it's not overpowerful for the sour. And it might not. I don't think I've had a single cookie that was overpowering in any sort of flavor. So I think they're doing a good job so far. Then they have the sugar candy corn, which might be another Halloween. That'll be an October one.
That's October, yep.
Yep. They have a Twix cookie, which is interesting, but it's chilled, so I'm not sure how it's going to be because while everyone like certain candies are good chilled, Twix I think hardens the caramel a little bit and makes it a little bit harder to eat.
Well, they don't like freeze them. It's just served below room temperature. It's not like out of the fridge cold.
That's true. Chocolate cake, which I fucking had. Is that not on my list?
Oh
my god!
It couldn't have been too memorable if you forgot about it. That sounds like it should be at the bottom of your list, right?
I'm gonna re-rank that. I did forget about it. I take pictures of all of them, so I know. So I'm gonna go back and do a cross-reference. I've already fucked up my list, but I will fix it by next week. Chocolate cake was actually pretty good. Chocolate cake was and you're right, it wasn't as memorable as the other cookies because it's like chocolate cake. You've had chocolate cake. It was a chocolate cookie with chocolate frosting. Still really good. You know what it is. I'm going to go ahead and rank that shit now. It's going to be right under the cotton candy one. So right above birthday cake, right under the cotton candy, chocolate cake.
Probably interchangeable with birthday cake, I would imagine, because it's
chocolate's always going to win over me. And birthday cake, birthday cake can kick rocks sometimes. And they're like, it's confetti cake. It's like confetti cake. Get the fuck out of here. They have chocolate caramel, chocolate cotton candy. So I bet you it's just a chocolate cookie with the cotton candy frosting.
Or it's it's the frosting is what's the cotton candy part?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So when I had the cotton candy one, it was cotton candy on a white cookie, like a sugar cookie, but so it's like the birthday cake, but with the cotton candy frosting on it. There's a lot of fucking cookies, man. I don't know if I want to read all these.
Yeah, we don't have to go through this whole list.
So let me go. Let's see. You got the Oreo. You got the Reese's. That's good. Circus Animals. Those are gonna be pretty good. I don't know.
They're
that might be
plain.
The other one.
That sounds
like the pink and white cookie ones, like the Mother's Circus cookies.
Oh, those circus cookies, the ones that are frosted,
right? Not animal crackers.
Okay,
you're thinking about animal crackers.
Yeah, I'm thinking animal crackers.
Yeah, Circus Animals are the Mother's ones. They do have coconut cream and coconut lime. Very excited about those. Dark Dream and Dark Dream Brownie.
I'm surprised they don't have anything banana.
Banana's hard.
It is. But this is a professional cookie organization.
That's true. Crumbl. Give me some fucking banana. Banana cream pie. How dare you?
Andy likes to put bananas in his mouth. Make it happen.
Yeah. Chocolate bananas, frozen bananas. Hey. I see what you lemon chiffon. That's gonna be a good one. Lemon glaze. Lemmy poppy seed. Lemon. Then they have the other ones. You have your molten lavas. You have your Nutella sea salt. That's not going to be good because it's sea salt. But I have to try it. It's got to be ranked. I already know where it's going to go. Biased? Maybe. But fuck you. Make your own list. Peanut butter and jelly. That's gonna be good.
Peanut butter cookie with jelly on top. If it's strawberry jelly, I'm in. If it's grape,
grape's
gonna be
grape gets too much shit. It is underrated when you compare it to some of the other jellies like strawberry, but I still think if it's a little bit, it'll be good. A little bit. I like grape. Unless you do apple jelly, or
mixed berry jelly.
Mixed berry. That would be fucking amazing. So I will say, I think it's the dulce de leche, right? Did you happen to know what kind of cookie that it was sitting on?
I think it's a snickerdoodle.
Fuck yeah, it was a snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle by itself is going to be on this list. Snickerdoodle cupcake. I'm fucking excited. Snickerdoodle is top tier. That's S tier. Fucking cookies. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 5 red velvet cookies incoming. I'm not looking forward to that. I hate red velvet. But I will be pissed if they do all those at once.
I can't see them doing those all at once because there are people out there that love red velvet, so they're going to want to spread it out to draw those people in more than just 1 week.
Yeah. And then you got the sea salt toffee. I think that's the one that I had, which was not good. Sea salt butterscotch pretzel, salted caramel cheesecake. I don't know. But that's
let's skip. What's the one at the bottom of the list? Last alphabetical.
White chocolate macadamia nut, which is going to be a dream.
That has a lot of potential for sure. Okay, so next week we'll reconvene and we will compare that week's cookies. Okay,
this is going to be a fucking weekly segment, man.
I suspect that Jessica's going to be very on board for this segment.
S'mores brownie. That's going to be fucking good. I can't wait. Rocky Road. Is that what I just saw?
Man, we're just fat
pumpkin
kids.
Pie, pumpkin roll, pumpkin Oreo cheesecake, pumpkin chocolate chip, pumpkin cake. Woo! Basic bitches, here we come.
Yes!
Pumpkin.
I'm excited.
So anyway, that is Crumbl, man. Crumbl is really fucking good. I can't wait.
We highly recommend it.
Orange creamsicle.
Now that we are 30 minutes into this unpaid commercial, what else is going on in your life, Andy?
Crumbl is what's going on for my life. So we went out to the Salt River last weekend, and I'm not going to show anybody this, but you check this shit out.
Oh boy, that's a tan line. That's a tan line. That
is a farmer's tan on my fucking legs, man. Like, my thighs are still ghostly white, but from my knees down, it does look like I've been working in the fields for, I don't know, 3 years. Like it, dude, they turned bright red, like as red as your microphone. And then they just went fucking dark. And I was wearing water shoes too. So I have that nice like arc on the top of my foot where the sun got to it, but my toes were covered. So it is what it is. My stomach is still red, like it to the point where it's like it's itchy. So I think I may have sunburned my nipples a little bit and my belly button, which feels fucking weird.
Ooh.
But I'm not like
pleasant. I'm not gonna lie.
It didn't hurt though. I think my legs hurt the most, and it wasn't like I've been fucking burnt. My shoulders are now freckled because I stayed in the pool for too long, for like 2 hours or whatever a couple years back, and they bubbled up. Like that's how bad. I think I got like a 2nd degree burn on my fucking back. This was nothing. This was like, okay, I got sunburn, and then it just started taking it in. So I'm starting to tan a little bit, which is nice. You can kind of see it's like on my side where my arm lays, it's white down there, but then like so my stomach, my back is tanned. Like
fast forward 25 years. Yes, doctor, I understand I have a melanoma, but you should have seen that tan. It was a choice.
I mean, I was putting sunscreen on. I think for that kind of shit, I have to put the actual sunscreen on that's the liquid as opposed to the mist, which I did a little bit, but it wasn't like that bad. You know, it's gone for the most part. It's just my legs are really, really, really dark. So you know, I was looking around. I saw people wearing like the leg protector, you know, the leg guards and the arm guards underneath their like t-shirt and shit like that. And I was like, you look dumb.
Pussies.
Yeah, fucking tan like a real man. So that's what I did.
Did you guys go the full length of the tubing section?
Yeah, Mary had never been. I think there's actually a couple people that we took that hadn't been, and so I told them I don't do half-ass on the river, so we're gonna go all the way to number one. We're gonna ride all the way to the fucking end. So we were out there, and the river actually moved pretty quick
because of all the rain.
Yeah. So, and it felt real fucking nice. Like it was cold when I first jumped in, but I did that thing. So we put the coolers in the middle on their own tubes, and then we, you know, wrapped everybody around with their tubes and then roped everybody. And as we started pushing it out, I went underwater real quick, which really sucked, but it set my body temperature nice. So anytime that I got out from the tube to go swimming around and everything like that, it felt really good. So I would like to do that again. Everybody else seemed to have a good time. People brought a lot of marshmallows. Apparently you're supposed to show tits when you get hit by a marshmallow, but nobody was doing that. So I think the only tits that were tossed out was when somebody brought beads, which I'm a fan of the beads, but at the same time, if you don't catch them, that shit sinks to the bottom. Now we're just, you know, trashing up the fucking river.
Yeah.
So I go both ways. I'm like, man, keep everything looking nice, but show me your tits. You know? So we did watch some people, you know, jump off the cliff area toward the end. You know, where you had like that rope going. We watch people do that. I've never done that. But that's because by then I've had enough drinks in me that I shouldn't be trying to climb a rope up a side of a mountain, you know, or I'm going to bust my face.
You're exact. Did my microphone just go out or what happened?
I think so.
Oh, what the hell? Not this again. It did this
Try to
again.
unplug it and plug it back in.
It did this last week, didn't it? What the hell?
Yeah, I did it like 3 weeks ago.
That's so weird. Why does it do that? Sorry, everyone that's listening.
You know, it should be fine. When we listen to it, it comes through okay.
Okay. Well, then we'll just carry on. I don't know what happened. It was sudden, and I can hear it in my own headset. I don't know what it is, but
I think I hear it just minutes.
Fine. Okay. Well, then if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me, and it's good enough for the audience,
good
I guess.
For them. So, but that's what I did. That was my weekend.
Nice.
What were you up to?
Not a whole lot of fun stuff, man. Just work was really crazy this week, so I was just coming home and going to bed pretty much. But my son did start school this week, so that was fun. He's been having a good time with that. The school is pure chaos, and I'm not 100% sure they have worked out all of the things they need to do.
I don't think any school does.
It's been just a disaster every day. Like they don't know where to take him, and because they're not allowing parents into the school because of COVID. So they tell Jessica, "Hey, show up at this door to pick him up." And he hasn't been there. He has not been in the correct spot one time this week. So because I had today off, I went with her this week or this afternoon, and hopefully we got that shit sorted out. Because really, come on, this is that kind of a thing is not difficult to fix.
Well, and it's unacceptable at that point too. Because how old is he?
5.
So he's in kindergarten, first grade.
Kindergarten. Yeah, kindergarten.
Okay. You should fucking know where these kids need to go, especially if you're not allowing parents into the school. You know what I mean? It's not like he's going to know.
All it is a piece of colored duct tape on his backpack that they had to change. That's it. And we told them about it earlier this week, and they still didn't do it. So I sat there and was just like, "No, you're going to do it. We'll wait. Go ahead. Go get the fucking tape. We're going to wait right here until this gets done because this is not okay.
This is ridiculous." Right? First week's done. Get your shit in order. When did he start? Monday?
Wednesday. For some reason, they started in the middle of the week.
Yeah, that's what we did. We started on Wednesday, and they were trying to tell us, they're like, well, it's going to be a regular day. We're not going to do early release. So, well, that's fucking good because they do early release every fucking Wednesday over here.
Yeah, over here too. I don't know why.
These teachers, they have all kinds of fucking excuses not to do their goddamn job.
I have noticed too that like when I was in kindergarten, it was a half day kindergarten. Out here, it's a whole day.
They just started that.
They start at 8:30 and they go until 3:30. That's an extra hour than when I was a kid.
Yeah, so that's why every other Friday that's where we'll start recording later because I'm the one that picks them up, and so they actually get out over here at 3:40. That's when they're able to get out, and so I'm sitting in line waiting in the car line, and then I'm home by 4-ish.
Man, what a pain in the ass!
Right? Can't you guys just fucking drive
it's
already?
Honest to God, not that difficult. It's not. I understand herding a bunch of 5-year-olds is probably not fun or easy.
But you became a teacher, so that's your fucking job.
And not only that, but again, it should be when you boil it down to here's a piece of colored fucking duct tape. It's not hard to make sure that the right color is on there. Right. And I'm not demanding perfection, but when it's brought to your attention, it's not difficult to fix. I shouldn't have to go down there 2 days later because the problem is still going on.
True.
So that's my rant.
Yep.
That's been my week pretty much. Last weekend was pretty busy, but again, nothing fun. Just running around doing errands.
Adulting.
Kids are in swim lessons too, so we were doing that a little bit last weekend, and we played Halo Reach last weekend.
And we're gonna play tomorrow.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Did you? So I got the new headset. I got the new Xbox headset.
About time.
That stereo.
Whoop. Hey.
Yeah,
that looks nice.
So it is nice. It's actually comfortable. I like the microphone on it. I haven't had a chance to test out the volume and all that. I just kind of like synced it up to the system, so I had it. But I do like I like it. Yeah,
that looks sleek. That looks nice.
And the microphone's not in your face, right? So it's right off to the. Yeah.
You can't even see it, can you?
You can a little bit out of the peripheral, but you have to look at it.
Yeah, that's nice.
I like it. What I like too is that they don't do buttons on the whole lot. Like you have the mute button on the microphone. You have the power button, which is a little green knob right here, and then for the left side, you can turn the little disc right here, so you can go from all game to all chat, or like it. You can feel it kind of lock in the middle, which is
middle, 50-50.
Yeah, and then on this side is the volume. So you go all the way up to increase the volume, all the way low, all the way down to low it. So it's really comfortable. Nice. I like it a lot. So for the cost, you know what I mean? It's $100. So,
but that should last as long as the entire system.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, the cups, I have them on like this on the ones I'm using right now. I've had them on PlayStation, so it depends on like how dry it gets. Because I know my PlayStation one started to crack and shit like that. Because it's like that fake leather feel.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm not going to use it a whole lot like I did on my PlayStation, but storing it, like I said, depending on if it gets super dry in here. But for $100, as long as it lasts for a couple of years, then I'm good. You know what I mean? My PlayStation ones lasted me the entire run for that, and that was 8 years. And I think at year 6, 7, that's when they started cracking. So that's good.
Good enough for government work.
Yeah. So I'm excited to play, Halo Reach, beat that one. So you said that you were playing Halo?
Well, I didn't play it this week, but we played it last weekend. I don't think we're going to beat it this weekend. We barely got through 2 missions last weekend.
No, we got through half of it.
We did not get through half of it.
Yes, we did.
No, I don't think we did.
Dude, when I look at it, it says we completed 6 out of 12 missions.
Okay, I guess we'll find out.
So I'm like, all right, cool.
I did not feel like we were playing for that long.
It didn't feel like it, but you and Shane really kick ass, and you just carried my ass through legendary. But you know what? I played my part. I know what my part is. My part is to not die far enough back so when you guys die, you guys can respawn. We don't. That's probably why we got through it so quick, is because we didn't wipe. I think we wiped once, maybe twice. I think once is because we were fucking around, and it was in the same level.
With the Warthog.
Yeah, we died all at once on that one, and then we died. So I think we wiped 3 times total. 2 of them were on that same level with the Warthog. One was fucking around in the elevator. The other one was, we just kind of got overzealous and we died, before we fucked around on the elevator. And then I think we died maybe 2 missions back or something like that. But we can do it. I believe in us. I believe in us. I did not,
like I said, I didn't think we were halfway through, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, it says 6 out of 12. So unless it's lying to me. Hopefully everybody gets those trophies for being on par. That's why I thought when I saw that you were playing it, I thought maybe you went back to try to do it.
Nah, I didn't have time this week, man. I was coming home and I was basically just almost straight to bed.
Yeah.
All week. It was a busy week. What was it? Was it Monday? Or maybe that was last week. Disregard. That was last week. I hit 11,000 steps before. I think I talked about that last week.
You might have.
It was July 29th. I hit 11,000 steps before 10 a.m.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was not a pleasant day.
But you did it. And what they say, it makes you stronger. You're a stronger woman for it,
Yeah. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Except, whatever. That'll just kill you.
Whatever. Yeah.
I've always hated that phrase because it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, except blank, it will kill you. It's like, well,
that could be
then
anything.
It's not going to make me stronger. It still applies. It still fucking applies. If it doesn't kill me, it'll make me stronger. But if it kills me, it won't make me stronger. You don't have to add on the last bit of X will just kill you. We get it.
There's plenty of things.
It's not necessary.
Taking a bullet and surviving isn't going to make me stronger.
Well, it'll make you. It could.
You think so?
Because, well, I mean, if it hits a bone and your bone shatters, and then they have to put one of those fake steel bones in, could make it there's potential. I'm not saying it's an absolute, but there's potential.
I'm waiting for them to start doing that kind of shit. I saw there's a couple companies out there that are doing robotic, eyes. I could do that. I'd look like the elusive man from Mass Effect. Speaking of, I fucking beat it yesterday. I beat Mass Effect 3. I completed the trilogy. I'm fucking excited. I don't understand why people hated the ending so much for Mass Effect 3. I fucking loved it.
Well, every ending's a little different depending on how you play it.
I guess what people were saying is that they didn't like it because no matter what your choices were, you ultimately suffered the same fate. And to that, I say, who cares? It was the end of the trilogy. They were telling you a story, and you were able to do a modified version of that. It was really fucking good. I will say Mass Effect 2 is still my favorite of the 3. Then it would be 3. And that's because I think Mass Effect 3 took away a lot from Mass Effect 2 when they were trying to change it. And it really worked well in 2. You've played all 3 of them, right?
Yes, but it's been a minute.
Okay.
It's been a while.
So I made sure that everybody survived at the end of the trilogy. Spoilers for the next 10 seconds. I am very upset that they killed Anderson.
Well.
I wanted him to survive. You know what I mean? I wanted him to be with Kaylee at the end because they always talked about it. And I'm reading the book now that starts it off or whatever, and he just meets her in the book for the first time. I wanted that to be a happy ending, for sure. And that sucked. But I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm not going to go on the internet, but fuck BioWare and whatever. It's you said your story and you made a believable character that I really liked. So when they go off, it sucks, but it was really well written. I really liked that game. So I was telling Mary, I was like, I could play this next year, just maybe not as hardcore as I did,
Put it into a rotation.
Yeah. There's certain games I like to play, and I want to still get like the 100% of the trophies for it. So
there's still shit I play from the 90s with some regularity every year or two.
I play Ocarina of Time. Every once in a while, I'll play Legend of Dragoon.
Every year or two, I'll run through original Doom.
Yeah.
Just because it's fun.
Classic. I enjoy it. You know,
I know where all the secrets are now. I know where all the enemies are now. The whole nine. Like, I know where everything is, so it's just a fun, just go shoot shit. And
I can get, like, for Ocarina of Time, I can go through the entire childhood and, you know, and get the sword and grow up and everything in one sitting. Because I know where everything is. I know all the levels, even the water, you know, whatever. I'm just like, yeah, I know how to do this. That one still, you know, is a pain in the ass because of the, you know, I have to fucking carry the other character. But, you know, I get in there. I can knock that out. I can knock out 2-3 temples at a time, you know, in a sitting or whatever. So it's nice. It's comfort food, you know?
Yeah, I dig it.
So
just replenish the soul occasionally.
So what else have you been playing?
I've been playing a new mobile game based on the recommendation of a listener, actually. The game is called... Yeah, right? I know. The game is called Dominations. And
he said that to me, too.
It is from the same developers as Rise of Nations. And it's a cross between Rise of Nations and Clash of Clans. So there's a lot of collect resources, upgrade your shit, you know, building timers, fight other players, all that kind of stuff. So it's real similar to both games in that respect. And I've just been leveling up, playing that game. I'm in an alliance with him now. So we're just plugging along. It's still early game for us. We're still pretty undeveloped, but it's just a matter of time. You want to join in with us?
Yeah, I actually just downloaded it. If you could hear that chime, I don't know if you could, but it's going to install. Yeah, he sent me that. He sent me something about New World too, which I was familiar of, and that's going to be an MMO that I don't know if I'm going to be jumping into, but apparently it's doing really well. You know, I saw there was an article for New World that they had a closed beta and it was successful. So they're delaying it a month to kind of work on the feedback that they received. But if it's only a month, there wasn't a whole lot of feedback. It's just some minor tweaks and changes. So that's good. So I'll download Dominations. We'll give it a run at some point. So I'll just add it to my other fucking mobile games. You know, I've been playing Contra Returns here and there. It's okay, but I keep going back to it every day.
I also downloaded Risk just for like to pass time by myself. I'll just play against the computer. Nothing fancy. Just hey, I'm going to be sitting in this waiting room for 12 minutes. Let's get a couple rounds in. But that's not even multiplayer stuff. That's just me passing time with a game I enjoy.
Yeah.
And then I've also been playing a game called Flow, which is a puzzle game, and they have daily puzzles, and they tell you what streak you're on, like how many days in a row have you completed all of the daily puzzles.
Okay.
I have completed the past 1,677 days of daily puzzles every day.
Jesus.
Which takes me back to sometime in 2016.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though.
Honestly, it's a nice way to, like, they give you between 2 and 12 random puzzles. They're not super time consuming. They take anywhere, depending on the difficulty. If they only give you 2, those 2 are more difficult on average, where if they give you 12, they're the really easy ones.
Yeah.
So, but even the really hard ones, they'll take at most a minute to complete. And it's just a nice way, like when my alarm goes off, I set my alarm like 5 minutes earlier than I really, really need to. And so when my alarm goes off, I just roll over and I cruise through these daily puzzles, and it just kickstarts my brain into, you know, processing information and waking up.
Nice.
So that's kind of why it's been such a long streak. It's just a nice way to get things going for the day.
That's good. That kind of shit is nice. I don't do that, but I'll play, and I haven't done it every day, but I do like playing like Tetris 99, in the mornings. So like once I get up and I start moving around for my day, I'll knock out, because I do like for my business, the place that I work at, I have to like do account closures. So after I do that report, I'm essentially just sitting there waiting for the next report to come in. So I'll grab Tetris 99 and fly through a couple matches of those. And, when they being up that early, I'm still playing against the Japanese players. So sometimes they really fucking kick my ass. So
yeah, when I see like my Clash of Clans account, when I go in there and I see that I've been attacked by, I don't even know the name. It's just Japanese or Korean or Chinese characters.
Right. Yeah. The kanjis.
I'm just like, well, shit. I already know how this turned out. Like I already know they destroyed me.
Yeah.
Don't
they
need to look
me
any
up.
further into this.
Yeah. So I'll do that. I did actually get a chance to play one of the games that came out Tuesday. So it was a PlayStation Plus game, and we saw it at E3. And that game was the Hunter's Arena Legends. So that was the one where it looked like a bunch of fighters, from like Asian lore, and it was a battle royale.
Yeah, I recall.
So I did try that out. I tried it out for a couple hours one night, and it's okay. I don't mind the battle royale so much because you're running around. So it's not actually what I expected it to be when we saw it. I thought you were running around in an open world doing whatever, and then you would find other players and then attack. But this is like a PUBG high fantasy battle royale. So like you're up on a pillar, right? So think of like Mount Olympus for the Greek gods, right? So you're up there, you choose your hero. They only give you a couple seconds to choose your hero. It's like 30 seconds or so because everyone's getting ready to start. And then once you're on there, you jump off and you do like these crazy, like those those kung fu movies, where like they're running along the trees and shit like that. So like you start doing that on the air. So you're like running and then you select essentially where you're landing on an island. So think like PUBG. And then once you're there, you go around and you try to collect all your treasure that you can find. You try to kill all these creatures that are running around to give yourself some experience boosts. And then you're going to run in, the world is starting to shrink. You have that, like, there's like a wall of fire that's shrinking. So they're pushing you into the middle and then you have to attack other players. It kind of sucks because all the treasure that I collected once I died, I just dropped it all, and then it allowed whoever to pick it up. And my complaint is that I can't back out once I die. I can't like move on to the next match.
You have to wait for the match to finish no matter when you die.
I'm stuck waiting for the match. So if I die first person in, it's going to sit there and it's going to do like I'm going to watch that person that killed me run around until they either die or they win. If they die, I move on to the person that killed them. So I sat there for a while and it's really fucking irritating. I should be able to back out or I should be able to start another match because it doesn't matter at that point who fucking wins. I didn't,
Yeah.
So I should be able to move on to the next one. Like I'm assuming a lot of different battle royale games do because I'm not a huge battle royale person.
Yeah, that's how they all work is you get to watch the video. I mean, if you're on a team, you switch to the video of your teammates and you can cycle through them.
Right.
But if you're playing solo, it's the video of whoever killed you and you can back out.
Yeah. So they do have teams. I didn't try any of the team match ones because I don't have any people to play with and I don't want to be randomly selected with somebody because I'm not good and I don't want to piss them off, honestly. So the solo players, it could be done a little bit better. There should be some fucking updates that come. So
that's a pretty big oversight.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll see if there's anything that I can do to kind of like give some feedback. But I like the characters. The gameplays could be worked on too a little bit. They move slow, even when you're doing running. Like they feel sluggish for what I would think. And it feels like a PUBG because I did try out PUBG over at a buddy's house, and it did feel a little bit sluggish. Whereas I'm sure Fortnite, where you're fucking hopping around. Based off what I've seen, they don't give a shit. They move fairly quickly. So I was kind of hoping it was going to be more like that. So we'll see how this goes. But like I said, I tried it for a couple hours on one night, and then I moved over to God of War 2018 because I never actually beat it, and I want to beat it before the next one. And then Death's Door. Have you tried that out?
I have not.
So that's an Xbox exclusive, and it's like a top-down. Well, it's like a semi-top-down where you play as a crow, and you're like a Shinigami. So you're tasked to go and carry souls back to the land of the dead, as crows do, right?
Of course,
so
that's their purpose.
Right. Well, I mean, it is said that crows do carry souls between realms, right? So you're one that you have a sword and you go and you're killing all these creatures, and somebody takes a soul from you, and now your door can't close. You're mortal until you can get that soul back. So you're chasing. That's the premise of the game. It's pretty fucking neat. I would recommend you looking into it. I think you might like it. It's kind of like, it's not like a roguelike at all, but it's almost, they reference it to being like a Zelda where you're just doing whatever, but I don't get it. I would think it's more like a God of War if you ever played those.
I have not actually. I know I'm way out of the loop on that one.
It's just a lot less yelling, but you're going around and you're killing a bunch of creatures and you're trying to do some puzzles throughout the level and try to get to the boss. And once you kill the boss, you can bring it back to like the headquarters and give the soul to the managers. It's pretty fucking neat. So,
Death's Door. All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, I think you might like it.
What have you been watching? I mean, that's what we've been playing. What have you been watching?
Well, hold on. Before we get there, so I wanted to say, so we talked about, the New World is delayed a little bit. So and I wanted to talk to you about this. I don't know if you're familiar with Embracer, the company.
I'm not. No.
But they used to go under the company THQ Nordic.
Okay.
If you're familiar with them. Are you familiar with that at all? They did so THQ did Darksiders, right? And then THQ Nordic created whatever, purchased all that shit. So they've actually renamed themselves Embracer. They're a Swedish games holding company, and they're buying a lot of people. So I don't know if you pulled up that link, which is a link to IGN's article on it. So
3D
the
Realms.
new Embracer studios that they've purchased was Deca Games, 3D Realms, Crazy Labs, Ghost Ship Games, Digix Art, Easy Trigger, Grimfrost, and Slipgate Ironworks. One of those companies was the company that did Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem.
So we might get another Duke Nukem. How do you feel about that?
As long as it's not
the newest one, right?
Yeah, Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah.
With the 3.5 hour loading screens. Yeah, I played through it. I don't remember much of it. It wasn't good. It was wildly disappointing. I take that back. I do remember the first achievement that popped in that game. I don't remember what it was called, unfortunately, but I remember to get it, you had to pick up a piece of shit out of a toilet, and that was an achievement.
Because why not?
And it was like 30 seconds into the game that you would get it, and it really should have been an indication of the quality of that game.
Makes sense.
It was not great.
So that's the whole reason I put this on here. Well, not the whole reason. So because I know that you played Duke Nukem, it's a possibility that Duke Nukem may be coming back, but it looks like their Embracer is set to acquire. So this is what's from the IGN article. Embracer is set to acquire both Gearbox Studios and 3D Realms. So I think 3D Realms is the one that does Duke Nukem. So that could be a possibility where they come back. But Gearbox does Borderlands. So
yes, they do.
These guys aren't making like small purchases. You know what I mean? They may have started off with doing small purchases to build up their library. But when you take over Gearbox, that's a pretty big one.
That's a heavy hitter.
Borderlands isn't something to snuff at or anything like that. Look down your nose on them, because Borderlands is a formidable series. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then they had, like, I guess in the part of this article, the senior devs for Borderlands 3 decided to leave, and they're going to start their own project.
Guess we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we will see. Which is weird, because you have the Tiny Tina's Wonderland is still incoming. So, and then you got the movie. So if they acquire that, they're going to be reaping in quite a bit of money once all that shit starts coming to light.
Yeah, they're probably positioning themselves to capitalize on that as it goes. Because, like you said, they got that other game and the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how the movie plays out, because video game movies are always,
Well, normally, yes, but because Borderlands is so over the top and fucking goofy, this could really work in their favor.
True.
You know what I mean?
It definitely opens the door. It's not a super serious game, for sure.
Right. So they could throw whatever, and if they have it done well for the script, I think it's going to be like a Guardians of the Galaxy almost. Where it's like you have your story and the cast is goofy, but
Yes, I will concede that. However, I think that will play well for fans of the game, the goofy shit, but people that aren't familiar with the game aren't going to understand some of that stuff, and I don't think that'll play well.
I mean, so that's up to the writer to make sure that they do understand that. When we went and saw World of Warcraft, Mary didn't know what the fuck, whatever was going on, but the story was enough to where she understood it, and unfortunately, we don't get a sequel to that one. They're rebooting Dungeons and Dragons. It's supposed to be coming out in 2023. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was aware of that. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, well. So some, like, you guys are having a hard time making your own, like, video games do well. I'm not looking forward to a movie so much. Maybe you should just stick to books and imagination. Fucking
good
nerds.
Point.
Your D&D, your dice.
Speaking of movies, there is going to be 14 South Park movies coming out.
Why?
Yesterday, it was announced that Trey Parker and Matt Stone signed a deal with CBS Viacom to make 6 more seasons of South Park.
Okay.
14 movies and one or two video games. And there's going to be 2 movies a year for the next 7 years. And 1 or 2 video games. And the deal is for $900 million. It's
good for them.
It's the largest television contract ever written, ever agreed to, apparently.
Yeah, take that, Simpsons. I mean, good for them, right? But I think the movies are a little excessive. The video games, awesome. 2 games, cool. I like the first. I mean, they've had more than 2 games, but the most recent 2 games were pretty good. The Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole.
Yeah,
those were great. So if you give us more of that, I'm in. I like those games. You could do, like, what was that one? The kart racer one.
Oh,
it was like a Mario Kart-esque battle.
I know the game you're talking about. I don't remember what. Right. I don't remember.
It was on the 64.
Yeah, I don't remember its full title.
So you could do something like that. I'm sure. If you were to say, "Hey, we're making 14 games," that's more believable, because then you could do, like, the tower defense game that they had, the Mario Kart type game that they had, the RPGs, the cell phones, like that, whatever. But doing a lot of those movies seems a bit much.
The 14 movies are going to be exclusive to Paramount Plus.
Then I'll never watch them.
I think, I won't either, because I don't have it. But I think that's the intent, is to try to draw people in, which is South Park's funny, but is it that big still, where it's going to draw in huge numbers of viewers, that they're going to compensate and make up $900 million? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they have accountants, and they have information we don't. So who knows? Good for Trey Parker and Matt Stone, though. I think they deserve
great
it.
for them. But I'm so tired of these fucking streaming services, honestly.
It was kind of obvious to see coming, right? Like, everything is now just subscription based. You can't actually buy anything, and yeah.
I think once the world is rid of COVID and everyone starts going back to how things were with the movie theater, which I don't think is going to be a thing, but if they start doing that, then all these streaming services will start shutting down after a couple of years. Most of them. Not all of them. Apple TV is going to stick around. Netflix will stick around. HBO Max will be a shadow of what it is, where they're putting all their day and date out there. Disney Plus will stick around because they have the catalog to do so. Mm-hmm. But they're not going to do the, day one streaming, especially since I saw that, rumors are going around that,
well, they have all those lawsuits now.
Yeah, Emma Stone is now looking to take it to court for Cruella. So,
yep.
So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, speaking of all these movies and shit like that, I mean, I watched Ted Lasso, so I'm all caught up on that. Have you started that at all?
No. I know.
Really good. So. And then we just watched Thor in our MCU watch list. We started Avengers last night because that's the next one on the list, but Mary had such a big... Are you doing
just the movies?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you'll catch up to me pretty quick then.
Yeah. So we were going to watch Avengers. We got like maybe 20 minutes in and then Mary fell asleep. So we stopped. We'll probably do that this weekend. We'll watch... I would like to watch Avengers and Thor Dark World, but we'll see how that goes because there's a couple TV shows we want to watch. I guess there's one, I forget what it's called, but it's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt on, so he's doing an Apple Plus TV show, and today they just dropped 2 episodes to start it off with. So I'm looking forward to that. So we'll check that out. So much TV, man. So many movies.
Yeah, that's another problem with the streaming model, is that there's so many different things to watch on so many different services that there's no way I can't keep up.
Yeah. It's not like kind of like video games at this point.
It's not must-see TV on Thursday nights anymore. It's must-see TV on every streaming service.
On Fridays.
Every day.
No, it's not every day. It's fucking Fridays. It pisses me off that all these fucking exclusive TV shows, like they changed it for Loki, right? But you had all your Disney shows drop on a Friday. Everything is like, not everything needs to be on a fucking Friday, man. Give us some shit throughout the week. Give us something to look forward to on a Tuesday night other than fucking tacos, or a Wednesday or a Monday. Drop Ted Lasso on a Monday or something like that, where it's like, give me, like, that's what I miss is watching TV, right, on a weekday, and then you go to school the next day, and on the school bus or whatever, you're talking about like that show that you and your friends watched. But we don't get that anymore because everything drops on a fucking Friday. We all binge watch it. We forget about it come Saturday morning.
And it devours your weekend.
Yeah. Like, fucking spread it out, man. If you're I don't mind the weekly stuff. I look forward to that. It's so I don't get spoiled. Some people, it's like with The Witcher or whatever fucking Netflix show when they drop it all at once. Then you have these assholes that watch it. They stay up and they start watching it at midnight. When they're done, at 6 a.m. before I even fucking get up, they've already posted a fucking meme that they think is funny, but don't realize that it just spoils something fucking big in the show. Dicks. There's
a lot of people that do that too.
Yeah. So it's whatever. So I mean, have you been watching? Where are you at on your Marvel thing?
I'm still at not Deadpool. not that. Daredevil season 3. I haven't even started it yet, dude. The work has been brutal. Like I said, this past week I've just been coming home and going to bed pretty much.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'm able to get maybe a few episodes in this weekend. I'm hoping.
Man. Do one tonight, one tomorrow, one Sunday.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe tonight. Actually, I don't have anything like strictly planned.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna maybe go play some Beat Saber. I tried playing it like a week ago, and I tried playing it on the difficulty I used to play it on when I was playing every day, and I failed the first song, and I was just like, man, I'm out of practice. So I was thinking about actually playing that a little bit tonight, and I was actually gonna shoot out a text message to some people to see if we wanted to play Demio this evening, but it's getting kind of late at this point.
Yeah,
for organizing that because people are into different time zones and stuff.
Yeah.
So such is life.
Well, we do need to get back to it. I do want to play it some more. You know,
Demio or Beat Saber?
Both.
Oh, okay. Well,
oh my God. Speaking of Beat Saber, right? I was so fucking excited. This must have been 2 weeks ago. I put it on for lunch, right? So we eat. We eat while I'm at work because I work from home,
right?
And I'll just work while I'm eating, and then once I'm done eating, I take my lunch break, so that I can jump into the VR unit and I can, move a little bit,
get some sweat on, yeah.
Yeah. So I play Beat Saber. I have done Linkin Park. Every one of those fucking songs I've done on Expert, except for one, and I can't remember what the song is at right now, but every time I play it, I get a little bit further. I'm like, but I still fucking fail. I think the last time I failed before I really just started fucking it up was I was like 9 seconds away, and I fucked it up at the very end, right? So
always the way.
I play it, and I fucking do it, and I was so excited. Like, I just took off the headset, I ran out into the hallway, and I was like, I fucking did it! I fucking beat this song! I'm just like, you have the red ring over your eyes, from the visor. I'm just sweating. I was like, I fucking did it. I was so excited, man, because the other ones, like, Linkin Park is challenging, right? And I was able to do it, and this one was just the fucking bane of my existence. I would try it, and it would just fucking destroy me every goddamn time. But I took it finally to them.
Nice.
So I was pretty excited about it. I know it's like fucking. I was telling Mary, I was like, I know that this has nothing that's important, but I'm fucking excited. So I did knock that out. So I hope they do another pack, song pack soon.
That'd be nice. All right. Well, do you have anything else?
No, nothing that's pressing. I can put whatever on the next docket.
That's probably good because we are an hour and 23 minutes into this now.
That's fine. We're having a conversation, man.
Yeah. No, I understand, and I have no problem with that, but I'm trying to respect our listeners' time.
They can hit pause.
That is a good point. That is a good
We're not live. We're not doing this on the thing.
All right. So now we are on to Q&A with D&A. All right. We're going to learn a little bit more about each other today. And we hope you come along with us on this ride. So, Andy, if you owned a boat, what name would you choose for that boat? And why? I'm going to add the and why part. I don't want just the name. I want an explanation.
I've always liked the name that Dexter gave his boat, which was Slice of Life.
Okay.
I do like that one. I don't really have a name. I've never thought about naming my own boat, I don't want to be pompous like some people that I've seen on the lake where it's a speedboat and it's named She's Wet. So I think I would.
They're just parked in a pier and they just call it SEAWARD, C word.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know. I think I would just go with Slice Life. I'd name it so like when people see it, they know exactly what it is, and then they might think, "Is he dumping a body in here?"
Interesting motivation for the name of a boat. Right? I want people to think I'm a serial killer.
But I want people to think I might be a serial killer.
I want the thought to cross their minds.
Right. And I'm not like out killing anybody. You know what I mean? I'm killing other serial killers. Are there other serial killers in my area?
They should make an app for that.
And then they're so drunk out there anyway that they'll probably forget that they saw that boat. So I could be dumping a body in there and nobody would fucking notice.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, were you dumping a body when you're actually dumping a body? No, officer. Everyone thinks that. I mean, it's just a cool boat name I saw on a show once. Okay, have a good day. As you proceed to
they're
dump
bringing
body
it back.
parts.
They're bringing it back, so they won't. Nobody will even fucking think about it. So, Dan,
what you got? Show me what you've got.
I like what you've got. Do you have any superstitions?
Boo! Disqualified.
Yep. That's the fucking card you gave me.
Do I have any? Yes, actually. It's more of a like habit at this point. When I'm walking somewhere with someone, I don't like to split the pole. So, like, as you walk into a store, they have those anti-vehicle ramming bollards up, so somebody can't just drive through the front door. Mm-hmm. I prefer to walk on the same side as whoever I'm walking with between those. Or if it's around a tree or some support post inside of a big building or things like that.
You don't like to go... You don't like to flank it on both sides.
Correct.
Why?
Yeah. So I was first introduced to that when I was, 7 or 8 probably, and my cousin would do it, and he said it was bad luck to split the pole, and I have been doing that shit ever since, as much as I can, as much as is reasonable. Like I don't like panic if it doesn't happen. I'm not that level, but it's just if I have the opportunity, I won't split the pole.
Have you looked into it to see if that's a actual thing?
I have not. I just took my cousin's word for it and ran with it for the past 30 years.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Have you never heard of that before?
No.
Which is weird because I guarantee I couldn't point to a specific time, but I know it must have happened at some point in our friendship where we were walking somewhere and I didn't split the pole with you, and it was just, I don't say it. It's not like, hey, you split the pole, come get your ass back here. I will just not split the pole. Yeah, I don't say anything about it, and so nobody really notices it. So I bet you at some point I've done it with you, and it was just not even a thing that was noticed.
That's funny. No, I never even knew that. I didn't know that was a thing. I know somebody told me, and I can't remember who, but it's like if you're holding hands with your spouse, like I guess that's supposed to be bad luck, where like you let go because you're letting something almost like separate your guys' love or something like that. Like that's the only thing I had ever heard about something like that, but I thought they were just making shit up.
I can't speak to that one. I was not holding my cousin's hand, nor was I married to him. So
that's interesting. I might look that up to see.
And this happened in Gallup, New Mexico, when we were staying at a Best Western overnight on a road trip.
Steel trap.
I know the weird shit that I remember in my life. Yeah. I don't understand. I know where I was in 1992 when Hurricane Andrew hit Florida. I was at my sister's friend's house playing Jenga with them. Why do I remember that? Couldn't tell you.
Good memories, maybe.
I couldn't. It's not a bad memory, but it's not like an overwhelming good memory.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
That's fucking weird.
It is weird. The weird shit that just sticks in there. It's a core memory.
Wow. Inside Out?
Yep.
Yep. Got it. Nailed it. Now we can end it. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Jabberbox episode 8. Thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget that we post each and every week about whatever it is that we want to talk about, from superstitions to Crumbl Cookies If you like that, please join us over on patreon.com/dandydigital, where you can write in and be part of the show, get the episodes early. And if you have no bucks to toss our way, that is just Dandy by us. Please find us and subscribe to us on YouTube and any of the podcast services and rate us to help us grow the show into something bigger and better. Until next time, we love you.